Hello, Leo friends. For those of you who've been here before, welcome back to you. And for those of you who it's your first time, welcome. I'm Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot. And today I'll be doing a monthly general reading for the entire collective of Leo. Any of the placements you have it in, they will all work. Okay, so the way that I do monthly readings is broken down week by week. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's it start and how's it end? And then I normally pull one last piece of advice card at the end. For this month are going to do major arcana only for the how's it start, how's it end, and then we'll use whatever we need to clarify. We're going to use the Augure, Ex-Anima tarot, tarot, and the White Witch tarot. Okay, are you ready, Leo friends? Get right into it. Are you ready? I'm all smiley on the outside, but I am not smiley on the inside. I'm mostly smiley on the inside. I'm like 85% smiley on the inside. Are any of you relating to that? Okay, we're going to do all the weeks how they start first, and then all the weeks how they end, okay? Here we go. All right, Leo. Week 1, how's it starting? How's week 1 starting? Strength. It's your card. Showing up strong. Also being tested right now with being tested discipline-wise and will, free will-wise, choices-wise. The choices you're making. Week 2. The Emperor sideways, going into the upright. Week 3, the Chariot sideways, going into the reverse. So we have Leo, Aries, Cancer right now. May or may not be relevant. Don't worry about it. If it isn't, I just say them in case it is. I feel like, I'm not sure if you're the Emperor, but I got the feeling that you are the Emperor. So, ooh, week 4 is the High Priestess. Yes. Okay. On the split, we got the Death card. So a rebirth is happening, a metamorphosis. The Fool underneath that, which is another Aries card. Death card is Scorpio. And the bottom is the Lover. And the Tower underneath that. So that's Gemini and I think Aries again. It's the Tower. When this one comes up, it's about yourself and your role, the role you play in relationship, in intimate relationships. You feel me? So it looks like you are having a rebirth that is related directly to how you show up in relationship. You're metamorphosizing. Let's see how the weeks end. Yeah, this is exciting, Leo. You may or may not be in a relationship. You may be getting yourself ready to get into one. That's what I feel like, because the Fool was underneath the Death card. So like it's a new part of your journey. But if you who knows? We're going to see how it plays out, right? Starting out strong, Leo. Okay. Whatever obstacles or tests are coming your way this week, you are in a place where you can completely overcome them. You can get through them. Let's see how week 1 ends. How does week 1 end for Leo? These cards in all of the readings so far have been, they take a long time to shuffle. So long that my fingers cramped up the other day. I don't know why. It's just this deck. Week 1, Leo, how's it end? Week 1, Leo, how's it end? My fingers are cramping. Doesn't take long to make them cramp up. It's more intense than it looks, the shuffling. Go get yourself a drink, go to the bathroom. We don't even have week 1 how's it end yet. Leo, it's not you. Oh, finally. Okay. The Fool. That's beautiful. And that's what's underneath your Metamorphosis Death card. That's amazing. Yay, Leo. That's great. Whatever's been going on, you've gotten to a point where you are going wholeheartedly into the next level of your life, the next path, the next portion. None of these are the right words. Journey, again, not the word I'm looking for. It'll come to me. All right, week 2. How's it end? How's week 2 end? How does week 2 end for Leo? How does week 2 end for Leo? I use these cards often, and they are not, I don't know why, just for these readings. They've all been very slow. Judgment didn't fall, has to fall. Judgment. Yeah, that's becoming a expanding you. You're raising your frequency. That's what's happening. You're in it. You have raised it, and you're moving toward continual raising of your frequency, which is your authentic self. You're becoming more and more in your bones. You know what I mean? Like you're in your skin. You're getting more comfortable in your own skin. This is wonderful, Leo. Judgment when it comes isn't easy. It's not easy always to go to that next level of you. And again, I don't know what the higher vibration of you can be challenging, and you're going to leave stuff behind. But I feel like very much like you are ready to leave the shit behind you. Oh my God. 8 minutes. Come on. Oh, I'm going to have timestamps in the description box below for each week. So you can come back throughout the month and just check the week by week if you want to just gauge where you are and, you know what I mean, and see if it resonated. Week 2. Oy. Strength. Interesting. So this is going to be really challenging for you. But that's you again. So you start out week 1 with strength and you end week 2 with strength. All right. Week 3. Thank you. The Devil under the Chariot. The Devil is Capricorn. Interesting. So week 3 looks like it's going to be a bit challenging in a different way. And it has to do with movement. Week 4. You go into the High Priestess in week 4, so that's really good to go from the Devil to the High Priestess. That's letting your intuition have space and breathe through you and be what motivates your movements and your decisions. The Hermit. I think that you have been in the Hermit. It popped up underneath something else, I feel like, because I know I saw it. I feel like you've been in that, and that you're not, and you're coming out of it, at least for some of you, in a period of healing and solitude. It could even be just like part of you has been in a place of solitude. Do you know what I mean? Like self-care strong. You don't necessarily have had to been like away from everyone, but you've definitely, at least one specific aspect of yourself, have pulled back to heal, for the process of healing it. The High Priestess. Oh, Leo. A lot of healing, a lot of psychic justice. Leveling up. There's a lot of leveling up for you. For the love of all that's holy. Oh my word. My fingers, my fingers. Oh my God. Oh, all right. Jeez Louise, son. Week 4, universe. Why? Why is it taking so long? No, I'm not on. These are times when I wish I was one of those readers that pulled cards out, but I can't. That's not how I work at all. So rarely does it work like that. Oh, thank you. And guess what? It's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is, you start and end the week, but you're going into the reverse, possibly, at the end. So something is testing you. Whatever's going on with this devil is testing you. On the bottom is the Hierophant. So this is, and underneath that is death. Yeah, so this is absolutely a rebirth for you, and I feel like it's the fulfilling of a soul contract. Oh, okay. Week 1 comes in with strength and goes out with the Fool. Yes, this is you and your power. Week 2 comes in with the Emperor going into the upright and goes out with the strength. My feeling is this is you, but it might not be. We'll figure that out. Week 3 is the Chariot going into the reverse. And the Devil, that's a delay. That's a delay, and that's a not merging of your light and shadow selves. There's something happening there where there's disharmony. And then week 4 is the High Priestess in the upright and the High Priestess going into the reverse. It's dope though. This is good. Okay. Week 1. Timestamps. Okay, how are we going to clarify this? We're going to use this. What is this? The Tarot of Curious Creatures. And we are going to ask, what is happening that Leo is required to use their strength right now? What is going on? Can you illustrate to Leo a little bit more of where they need to use their strength? What areas? The 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's collaborating with a group, with people outside of yourself. In a love relationship. This is someone tied into your legacy. And the Lover came up, and this I feel like is about relationship, the underneath of it. So it could be that you're meeting somebody through that. I don't know. Let's see. Sorry, I just went somewhere. The 8 of Cups. King of Wands, just you. Leo, you're all up in this. And the Fool again. And you end it with the Fool. So, clearly. Okay. This is about, during this first week, I want to pull one more on the King of Wands. Hold on. The split is the Seven of Cups. Underneath it is the Emperor. And that's how you start week 2, the Emperor. And underneath is the Five of Pentacles and the Moon. So this has to do with, underneath it is your feeling of being not enough, that like you've carried that belief of being not enough or of not fitting in, being abandoned, right? It's something along those lines. I think you are healing it. I think you are healing up those last pieces of it. The Eight of Cups is you walking away from something that your heart has been tied to. And you're walking away in order to gain emotional fulfillment. The things that, the behaviors, the places, people, places, things, the things you've been doing. So far, there's some of them that have been holding you back, right? And you're walking away from that into your power as the King of Wands, steady, charismatic, strong, dependable, fiery in all the best ways, have the will to follow through. So that could be what this is about with the strength. And maybe this is like, and the Fool is following through into a new journey, taking a leap of faith, having gained enough confidence and enough life experience that you have confidence in yourself and in the universe, that what is meant for you will come your way, that the universe does have your back, that energy is real and you can trust in your intuition, right? You can move from that. I don't need to pull anymore. All right, Leo, week 1 is looking pretty strong for you. Pretty strong. Also, but it's not easy because the Strength card is here. And the Strength card comes up as a test from the universe. It's testing your choices. Like, what are the choices you have made in the past? It's giving you an opportunity where in the past you would have made a choice that would have kept you stagnant. And now you have the choice to not. You know what I mean? And you have the will, the strength, the life experience, the belief in yourself to not make that same choice. It's not easy, but you are capable, and you know that, and you're doing it. You do it. Okay, week 2. Am I going to use the same deck? Yes. No. Hold on. Okay, we're going to use this different deck. The Muse. Right? Where the hell is it here? I have so many decks around me. Okay, we're going to use the Muse, and we are going to clarify the Emperor. What is the question? Well, I think that this is you. You are building up your Emperor self. You are working into you, but we're going to find out. Being the Emperor is all 4 kings, right? It's having all of everything, all of the elements at your disposal, and being a master at all of them, and being a master at keeping yourself, maintaining alignment, maintaining the care and keeping of you, which enables you to be a leader, a protector, a provider, a visionary, you know what I mean? Successful, follow through, charming, all of those things. So what can Leo do to get the Emperor into the upright? Because you're still building it, which you're healing up, you know what I mean? So it makes sense to me that it's that way. What can Leo do to get the Emperor in the upright? Six of Wands, that's success. Have faith in yourself. Follow through. It just keeps running through my head. Follow through, follow through. Give yourself the chance. Give future you a chance. That's funny because it it flipped into the reverse. It's the Two of Wands. You're at a point where there's a choice, right? That's what we're talking about, to be made, to go, to stay in your comfort zone and settle, basically, or to go forward. And you've made that because you have the Fool. But maybe you're in week 2, there's a little bit of unsure, or there's a pause. Let's see. What can they do to get the Emperor into the upright? The Ace of Materials, which is Pentacles, which is funny because it's the beginning of your pathway to your legacy, to building your foundation, to becoming a master alchemist, to taking your ideas and making them into things that are real in the 3D, to having stability, financial stability, energetic stability. Your reserve is preserved. Your energetic reserve is, it's the journey to doing that, basically. One more. What can Leo do to get the Emperor? So that's saying yes to it. That's saying yes. Saying yes to that choice that's coming up for you to stay in your comfort zone or to become the butterfly, right? It's saying yes. It's showing faith in yourself. I'm also very strongly getting like rituals, like maybe this is the beginning for some of you with like ritual work. And you are broadening and deepening your energetic, psychic, occult, any of those things, all of esoteric abilities. You're opening it very much so, like you're being activated psychically. That's what this feels like. It's like this month is the journey for you to like really solidify more deeply. Or just solidify your psychic abilities, more of your holistic self. You know what I mean? But I really feel strongly like this, like tie to the earth and like earth magic. You know what I'm saying? Crystals, herbs, that kind of stuff. This is the King of Swords in the upright. These are sideways cards. I don't know why they did them like that, but yeah. Okay. Part of this obstacle for you is truth, is tied into truth. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's standing in your truth and enacting that truth is served. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm feeling also like a protector, like you have like a protector aspect to you that is strong, being called on during this time, during this month. This 7 of Cups again, that came up on the split again. So this is all about choices. The 7, 2 sevens, the 7 of Voices, Swords, which is deception and betrayal. The 7 of Cups. And the Death card again on the bottom. And the Fool. Oh, this is, gosh, Leo, this is so strong for you. It's all about, this is all about you choosing you developing your most authentic self, you diving in deeper, you cutting out the things that don't fit, you protecting yourself and your heart and your space. And I really feel strongly that there's protection for you, from you, for people in your surroundings. And I feel like it's people younger than you. So if you want to share, if this is resonating, how that looks in your life in the comments, I would be really grateful. No worries either way. Okay. So, woo! You got it. Yeah. All right. Stand in get the Emperor in the upright. Make the choice. Solidify your choice. You made the right choice, okay? Keep going on your Fool's journey. Keep going on this journey to deepen yourself. And use your voice. And maybe there are times in the past where you haven't used your voice. And now is the time where when you use your voice, it's going to make a lasting impact in a positive way for people in your circle. It's some degree of in your circle. I don't know how close or how removed, you know what I mean? Why is the Strength card coming up for Leo at the end of week 2? Why is the Strength card coming up for Leo? The end of week 2. The Six of Cups. Okay, so is this something tied into your past lives? Past lives can be a past life connection. It definitely is. It's history. It's tied into someone you are emotionally tied to, like connected with, bound to, you have a contract with, right? The Hierophant came up. It's someone you have a soul contract with. Why is the Strength card coming up for Leo? I feel like it has to do with your dreams too, with like seeing this next level of your dreams come to fruition. And it's tied into like maybe a dream you had from when you were a kid. Again, I would love to know in the comments if that is okay. You're not going to believe what came up. I'm going to have to pull another card on this. The Emperor and the Ten of Voices, which is Swords, which is... I came up with a really good way to describe this the other day, and I didn't write it down because I was like, this is so good, I won't forget it. I forgot it. It's hold on. The Queen, you got the King and the Queen of Swords, so you might have Libra or Aquarius in your chart, and you might not. The Knight of Emotions and the Ace of Swords. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to pull a card on this Emperor because I'm not sure if it's you or not. I feel like it is, but you might have another Emperor, like an Aries in your life. Okay. What are the intentions of this Emperor toward Leo? Try to see who this Emperor is to Leo. What is the connection between the Emperor, this Emperor, and Leo? It very much, if this is you, could be you balancing your divine feminine and masculine aspects, right? And that's part of you standing in your full strength. The Ten of Swords is the worst has been done. It's over. You're now like left in the rubble, right? Now it's the time to pick yourself back up and to deal with what happened. And I feel like you have been dealing with what happened. and there's still part of it, and it's tied to your past. And I think it's tied to your self-worth. I think that's how this Emperor is you, and that's how it's showing up. It's that piece that is maybe holding you down from fully blossoming. You know what I mean? That has to do with, with how you see yourself and feeling like you deserve the goodness that's happening. The Ace of Emotions, which is the Ace of Cups. You also got the Ace of, so yes. You also got the Ace of, you got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Voices, which is the Ace of Swords. So you're definitely, this is a really big deal for you, where you're heading right now. And it's about your stability, your longevity, your relationships, building firm foundations for all of these things, and coming in with your, the journey to enlightenment, which is the Ace of Swords, and the journey to unconditional love, which is the Ace of Cups, which is becoming, so it's your knowing and your being and your ising or are-ing. That's what I call it, Pentacles. Like you are, you know what I mean? It's something you can feel. It's how you show up, you know, and it's the things you do. It's all steady, steady. It just looks like there's going to be the Hierophant on the bottom again. Yeah, this is really powerful. And the Queen of Wands underneath that, which is Aries again. So maybe you have Aries really strong in your chart. I would love to know in the comments below. But it's absolutely has to do with confidence, self-confidence, self-esteem, how you carry yourself, and how the effort you put into work and the things that you do, the going after your dreams. Does that make sense? So a little bit of the way that week 2 is going to end, there's this residual echo of pain, you know what I mean? And self-doubt that's just residual. It's just residual. It's not real, and you know that, but it's still, it's your last boss, you know what I mean? It's still the little bit of it echoing in your ear. So you need to pull into yourself and really be clear about what love has looked like to you in the past, how that's different from what it is now, how you showed up, what are, you know what I mean? All of those things, and also the ways that you have been triggered in the past to not use your voice, to not stand in your power, to think negative things about yourself. This is fine-tuning all of that so that you stand stronger. I hope this is making sense, because I feel insane inside. It's like a tornado is literally happening inside of me. It's very weird. Okay, week 3. Which deck? I think we're going to keep going with this guy. All right, you have the Chariot sideways going into the reverse. And the Chariot is when you get to a state of being where you are sharp, like your intuition and your psychic abilities are sharp. The Chariot is drawn by 2 horses, right? But there's no reins. And only an emperor or empress can ride, commandeer the chariot. You feel me? And clearly we have the emperor coming up all over the place over here. No matter your gender, it's that aspect of yourself. The chariot is making friends with your light and your shadow, integrating them, being comfortable with both of them, understanding deeper how they show up and how you can utilize both. And it's the Chariot comes when you've done the work and now you're at a place where you're ready to expand outside of yourself. You are ready to take forward motion, and it's strong and it's quick. That's not what I mean. It's I want to say rushing, but it's not. Do you know what it's swift? It's steady, strong, and powerful, so it makes it move quickly. Do you know what I mean? But there's no rushing, like you're not being reckless. You are mindful. It is all mindful. It is knowing and being in alignment. That's what it is. But yours is teetering to the reverse, and you have the devil underneath that. So there's something challenging you in week 3 that's causing you to not all the way, like not take action yet. Okay, so why? Well, what can Leo do to get the Chariot in the upright? Sometimes the delays happen because of something outside of you, but most times it's something within you. But we'll see, okay? What can Leo do to get the Chariot into the upright? Guys, you are so powerful. This month, you are so fucking powerful. The Chariot came up. Look at this. That's solar plexus. That's solar plexus all the way. That's your gut. That's your self-esteem. That's having the confidence to do it. The self-doubt piece. That's what you got to work on. Stand in the truth. The Ace of Voices again, and the Knight of Emotions again on the bottom. Is you're knowing and you're being integrated, and you standing and understanding there is strength in vulnerability. There is strength in being wide open. It doesn't mean you don't have license for yourself. It doesn't mean it's chaotic or reckless, or that you've just given everything up to the wind. No, you are rooted. I keep saying rooted for grounded and rooted. You are grounded and rooted, and you are in a place where your crown chakra is open and ready, right? And your head and your heart, to put it in those terms, are in alignment. You're knowing and you're being. You feel me? Let it happen. Okay, let's see what this devil is for y'all. Yeah? What is this devil for my Leo friends? What is this devil? How is the devil showing up for my Leo friends? Healing. The 4 of Voices, the 4 of Swords. Clear sight. Healing. Something to do with self-care. The Ace of... It's still in the middle. Interesting. And the Moon again. And the walking away. Does this have to do with control for you? Do you have a feeling of needing to be in control, or needing to know how things are going to work out? That might be. And the Fool is all about not knowing how they're going to work out, and not knowing how you're going to get to the end point, but having an end point and trusting that everything will happen the way it's supposed to, because you are in alignment, right? So it could be that self-care has been a challenge for you, and is maybe in week 3, you need to pull back and check the 4 of Voices comes up for me. How I read that is your hierarchical needs, your sleep, your food, your physical movement. What are you putting, all the things you're putting in your body? Is your environment chaotic, like getting all those things? It's your schedule and your routine, you know what I mean? And the quality of life. So any of those areas that need to be tweaked, be aware of that. Let's see what else. How is this devil showing up for Leo? The 3 of Swords in the reverse, which is heartbreak of the deepest kind, the kind that changes the whole trajectory of your life. But this is not new for you. I think it's, in reverse, it's you not letting that pain dictate what you're doing anymore. So it's taking autonomy over your actions, right? That's really what it is. For you, I think, is like taking ownership over your own your well-being, and I think you already have in a lot of different aspects, but there's still at least one that of yourself, of self-care, that you need to put your focus on, right? The Star. It's sideways going into the upright. Look how beautiful that is. Okay. That is the universe handing you a reward for all of the work you've done and for having to deal with an unfair amount, an unfair amount of incredible shit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has free will, and other people in your life have used their free will in an abusive way for you, not in the way the universe intended it to be. So you've had to come against some shit that just was not okay and not fair and not right and shouldn't have happened necessarily. And the universe is saying, we see you, we believe in you, we know you've done it all, we see you, we get you, here you go. Here you go. And you go into the high priestess, so that's really good. So hold on. I feel very much that it has to do with you letting yourself walk away with standing in the truth, with being clear about the truth, with being clear about your truth for yourself, because there's some level of self-deception. And it could be just, I'm going to pull one more. Because I think it has to do with your self-talk. You know what I mean? Your self-esteem. One more for how is this devil showing up for Leo. The Queen of Pentacles, which is all about self-care. And it's about the integration of it. It's the Queen of Wands and the Hierophant on the bottom. Okay, sweating. You are right there to getting like your heart's desire, your dream fulfillment. Whatever that is that you're working on right now, that piece of your dream fulfillment, you're about to get it. And you need to be able to be in a place where you can hold it. So it is 100% the devil is showing up as your self-talk to yourself. The Queen of Materials, Pentacles, is self-care. She's the mini empress. Also, she's Capricorn. And so is the devil. Do you have Capricorn in your chart? I don't know. It also just made me think of maybe you have a Capricorn that you're dealing with. Regardless of however that's showing up for you, what the message is at the end of week 3 is for you, your self-care needs to be on point. You're like on point, right? You need to have it set up ahead of time. Do you feel me? Like be actively working on your roots and keeping your center. That's really what this is in week 3. It's keeping your center and keeping clear vision of yourself. You are the emperor. You are the emperor. You are the King of Wands. You are strength. You are worthy of everything good. And it's letting yourself believe it and hold on to it and move from that place, right? Move from that place. It's very much too about like your home, like your environment. Maybe you're moving too. You could be moving or deciding to move. It's about getting like all your ducks in a row too. But not just your ducks in a row. It's about existing in a space where you are comfortable. It is comfortable. You feel like you, externally when you look around and internally in yourself, you are in your skin. You are part, and you understand you are part of the all. Does that make sense? Okay. Week 4. We started with the High Priestess. We're going to use a different, I think we should use a different deck. It's telling me to use this deck, so I'm going to go with that. Okay, the High Priestess. And you end with the High Priestess. But going into the reverse. So there's something happening in week 4 that your intuition is being blocked. And I think that's going to depend on the quality of your self-care and the strength that you use for yourself to remember all of these all of these obstacles you've overcome and this new vision of yourself that you know now, to hold on to it, right? Okay. Let's look, why is the High Priestess at the end of week 4 turning into the reverse? What can Leo do to make sure that High Priestess stays strong throughout the last week of March and then onward? What can Leo do to ensure that the High Priestess stays strong in their power? The moon, like the moon has come up so many times, it's going into the reverse, which is Cancer or Pisces. It's very, I feel like you're going to get a lot of downloads in the last week. It's going to be really, there's going to be some like psychic challenges for you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like you literally wake up and you're like, whoa, and like literally everything is different. Guess what came out? The Strength card again, which is you, and it's sideways going into the upright. I love the Strength card. It's one of my favorites. So pretty, right? When I say, yeah, it goes this way. Huh. One more. I think you are about to maybe show up as something. The Master Alchemist, 8 of Pentacles, materials. The Master Alchemist of yourself. Devoted to uncovering and learning all of the intricacies and the workings of your highest self, of who you are. One more. I want one more. Give me one about this. Well, one more. About what Leo can do to get the High Priestess in the upright. The 3 of materials, the 3 of Pentacles, sideways, going into the reverse. That's about working with, collaborating. It's about collaborating. The Ace of Wands and the Death card. Oh my God. It's all, and the 7 of Cups again, it's about keep choosing your metamorphosis. Keep choosing your metamorphosis. Keep choosing your highest dream. Go for it. Keep going. Let yourself become and reach out. Reach out. Reach out. I think you are. I think your team is going to I think maybe you're assembling a team in some way. Why is the 3 of Pentacles sideways? So I'm feeling like your powers of discernment need to be called on, and they need to be in alignment with your knowing and being. You know what I mean? So you know truly what aligns with you and what doesn't. Why is the 3 of materials sideways? Why is it sideways? Another sideways card for the love of Pete. The 8 of Wands. Going into the upright. Yeah. You're assembling some kind of team. And there's a lot of excitement. And when it happens, it's going to be like whoosh. This is like 8, it's like Cupid's arrow all at once. It's like 8 bow arrows coming all at once. It's this super high speed, super strong force that that's built with passion and fire. Do you know what I'm saying? The Death card on the split again, and the Hanged Muse, which is the Hangman on the bottom, and the Seven of Cups again, right? And the Knight of Wands. Yes, okay. There's something about the way that your transformation, your rebirth is happening, and impulsivity that you maybe need to look at. I think you will know what that means, like how to temper it, right? Or how to let it go, how to let it come through, because maybe you've been holding it back. So I think that might be different for all of you. It's going to show up differently. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know in the comments how week 4 pans out for you guys. I'm going to pull a final card, and we're going with the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, because y'all are that kind of special. Leo, this is exciting for you. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see your mid-monthlies. All right, one overall last piece of guidance for Leo on their journey for the month of March. One last piece of guidance to help them stay in their highest vibration, in their highest frequency. I didn't even know that this thing was a thing. Nonagon. Completion. The nonagon depicts 9-sided geometry. Coming from the greatest single-digit number, it is a boundary. 9 is the trinity of trinities. It represents perfection, balance, and order. It is ultimate extension, achievement, and completion. This card represents the completion of a cycle in your life. You have given energy and achieved much during this phase. Events and relationships have served to help you grow and define who you are, giving your life meaning and resonance. There's no need for sadness or regret because you have given your all and contributed your best. Now you stand at the gateway of something entirely new. Bless the times that have come and are now completed. Let them be in the past, right? Let them. You don't have to forget them. Forgiveness, and not letting them dictate your actions. Do you understand? You don't have to forget it, but you don't move from it anymore. Does that make sense? See yourself already in this new place. Let's call it Cloud 9. It is a place of growth and your highest joy. Rejoice in what is yet to come. Leo, you guys are right there on the precipice of greatness. Yes, Leo, that's amazing. I'm so happy for all of y'all. All right. I hope that this helped. Thank you for coming and sharing your energy with me. And thank you for coming and holding space for me so that I could attempt to translate these messages that are coming through for you. I will see you all in like 2 weeks at your mid-monthly reading. Until then, I hope you're well. Bye-bye, Leo.